what's up everybody, right for another action figure review. In this time we're going to take a look at the Thor Ragnarok Hulk Build-A-Figure, Gladiator Hulk, Planet Hulk, whatever you guys are calling it. I'm saying Gladiator Hulk. So this is the Build-A-Figure from the new Thor Ragnarok Wave of Legends. One really solid wave by Hasbro. I really like this case of Legends that we got, and I'm really happy with it. So if you guys haven't seen my reviews of each individual figure, make sure you check that out. Those are all uploaded by now. And come back and see this one if you want, or just watch this one right now. So anyways, let's get to the building of Hulk. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on first, because it seems like this goes across the chest. So I want to make sure I put that on before I put any of the arms on. So, so there you go. It pretty much just slides on. That's pretty good. So you slide that on, and there you go for his shoulder piece right here. Then we're going to go ahead and snap the arms in. So there's one arm, here's the other arm, everything's going in pretty simple. The legs. There's both legs, and then last but not least we do have the head right here. Alright, and there he is. I have to say that I am beyond happy with the outcome of this Build-A-Figure. Really am happy with this. Seriously, this is great. Wow, this is a great Hulk. I really like how this turned out. Hasbro just knocked it out of the ballpark in my opinion. This is a solid Build-A-Figure, and I feel like he's just a little bit bigger than some of their other Hulk figures that they produce. And I'm going to have to compare some of these in a second to make sure that that's correct, because he just seems a little bit bigger than the other ones, which is a good thing, and don't get me wrong, it is a great thing. So anyways, we do have the two accessories right here. We got the hammer and the axe, I guess you can say. So two big accessories, and then there is Hulk right there. It just looks phenomenal. Oh my goodness, and there's a good weight to it. It's a great looking Build-A-Figure, seriously. You guys are going to enjoy this one for sure. It's an awesome build. Everything went in pretty simple. The legs were the only thing that took a little bit of force. Just twist and push and you're going to get it in there, and that's it. So overall, great build. When he came out in the trailer, everyone was so happy and stoked for it. And I'm happy that Hasbro decided to make this the Build-A-Figure to give us this Hulk. Just a great choice for the Build-A-Figure. Now the figure, I really do like how this is done here. These straps, if you line them up perfectly, the paint continues on. So if you take this off, there is no paint there, but since he's wearing something, it should be there. So when he takes it off, there's not anything on that spot. So they did that so well. There's also a little bit of chest hair painted on. You can't see it because of the shoulder guard, but there is chest hair painted on. That's just great detail there. Makes you wonder why they didn't give us that arm hair for Ares, but oh well. And then we have overall the paint is just great. And you know, this piece is a separate piece here. Paint on the arm came out awesome. The tattooing, or I guess not tattooing, but the painting on, you know, the skin came out great. Goes on the helmet. The armor just came out very nice. I like it a lot. You guys are gonna like this Build-A-Figure a lot. I think even the people that don't like the MCU figures are gonna like this Build-A-Figure. The helmet is of course removable, so that's a great thing to have there. The hair sculpt came out well done as well. It would have been really cool if they gave us the alternate head, because they've given us Build-A-Figures with alternate heads before. With you know, maybe a screaming face would have been pretty cool. But that's all right. Really, I'm just happy that we got this figure done. It's just not enough I can say about this figure. It's just, I'm really happy. A solid wave followed by a solid Build-A-Figure means for a must-have wave of Marvel Legends. This might be one of those that you might want to buy a full case of and just, you know, sell your extras and just build this guy right away if you guys are having trouble finding him in stores. Alright guys, and here's a size comparison between two Hulk figures here. We have the Build-A-Figure along with the Avengers Age of Ultron Hulk, and you can clearly see that they made this Hulk bigger. Now he's not overly huge, not too much bigger than this one, but he is bigger. They made his torso piece bigger. His arms are definitely bigger. His head is bigger. Everything's bigger. His legs are bigger. I feel like those of you, including myself, that complain about the size of this Hulk, this is the same body that was used for the Avengers 1 Hulk. We all said that he should have been a little bit bigger. This is the size we needed, I think, and they finally gave us that. So hopefully future Hulks are going to come like this. It would be awesome for us to have a regular, normal Avengers Hulk in this body mold. Seriously, utilize this body mold now. I know you got to take off the armor pieces, but it is a great Hulk body mold. You can see the difference in size there. Just that little bit more bigger in size makes all the difference. So there is the comparison between the Hulks there. Alright, so articulation consists of the head going left and right. There is a ball jointed hinge. I needed to pop it out to confirm, but there is a ball jointed hinge. So he does go down and up. Arms go forward and back, in and out. Upper bicep swivel. There is a single jointed elbow. Swivel at the wrist with a slight hinge, but there is a hinge. Look at that. There's pretty decent movement there. Diaphragm joint at the torso that moves, swivels forward and back a lot. I mean, that bends forward a lot, so that's good motion there. Seems like there is also a waist swivel along with that torso swivel, so good motion in the torso overall. Legs go forward and back. They go in and out, super in and out, so that's great motion there. Upper thigh swivels, double jointed knees, so that's pretty good movement there. Ankles go forward and back, and they pivot as well. Overall, this is a highly articulated, big build figure that I am very happy with. So overall, Hasbro blew it out of the ballpark with this one. In my opinion, I am a huge fan of this Hulk. So also, it's worth mentioning that these chancletas, the sandals are removable, so I did not remove them. They do take a little bit of force to remove, but they do go back on pretty simple. They're all soft plastic rubber, so there's no issue there. Alright, so the accessories going into the hands, this is probably my only major gripe about the figure, is it is very hard to put these things in his hand. Wow, I mean, you would think because his hands are already open pretty wide, but these things are so thick and you don't really want to hold it above it. But once you get into the gripping part, which is I think that's where you're supposed to hold it, that's where it's tough. You really gotta use force. The hands are they're not soft plastic at all, so it takes a little bit. So if you guys want to warm it up, soften it up if you want, then do it that way. I didn't do it that way, but it is tough to get it in his hands. That's the only big deal about this, I think, in my opinion. If I can choose anything or find anything wrong with it, I'd say putting his accessories in his hands, and that's it. Once it's there, it's gonna stay there. So this one's a little bit heavy, so you're gonna see it kind of droop down. So you see that it's not gonna hold it up, but it's gonna hold his accessories just fine, which is what he's supposed to. So overall, I like that, but it does take a lot of force to put in his hands. Here he is next to Ares. So overall, I believe this is a solid wave. I really like this wave a lot. I highly recommend this build. I highly recommend you guys getting these figures. If you guys are into the MCU stuff, especially get these figures. There are some comic stuff in here too that you guys are gonna like. So I think this might as well just put everybody here. So this is a fantastic wave in my opinion. I recommend this one a lot. Go out and get this wave so you guys can build this awesome Thor. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoy the review. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you guys like, and don't forget to have a great day. Bye.